Hello, I am back, and I would like to ask, if at all possible, if you could please try to ignore my hair. I am in the process of growing out a side shave, and I want very much to shave it again, but I can't because my hair is thin enough as it is, and now that I am getting older, it is getting even thinner, and so I need as much of my head hair as I can get, and so I really need this to grow out, but in a way that does not make it look like a duck butt and like ridiculous in the way that it like curls out in various directions. So again, please disregard this. But that's actually kind of the reason for this video. Not my hair, but the fact that I am getting older. It is my birthday this week, and I am going to be 39, which is not a very exciting or remarkable birthday to have. And I mean, next year, maybe I'll do a whole thing, but for the most part, I'm generally not a birthday person. And of course, if you saw the title of this video, it has been mostly spoiled for you already. But I wanted to do a reading vlog this week, and the celestial bodies have aligned because Neil Gaiman books are being re-released with beautiful watercolor covers. And this is great for a couple of reasons. First, personally, for sensory reasons, I do not prefer hardcover books. I do not buy them. And that means I do not get or collect special editions. Beautiful foiled covers and sprayed edges and 10th anniversary editions and all of that. I don't buy them and I don't read them because I don't like to hold hardcover books. So, the fact that these books, and here they are, no, they're falling, are paperback. So, I want to read these books. They have been on my book haul cart, just taking up space since I've got them. They are being released once per month, so naturally I have 7 books. And I'm not going to be able to read all 7 this week. So, first thing I need to do is I have to determine which of the 7 books I think that I can read in a week's time. First of all, Fragile Things, Short Fictions and Wonders, I have already reread this year. So I can very safely say that I'm not going to read that this week. Also, one that I am certain that I will read is The Ocean at the End of the Lane, because, to my recollection, this is the only Neil Gaiman book I have actually never read. So, it's very short. I will probably just go ahead and read this first and get it out of the way. Also, I will read, I think I'm also going to read Stardust, because it is also very short. And if I'm going for like mileage, I feel like just reading the 2 shortest books on the first day will make me feel better about my progress. So that's 2. And I know for sure also that I'm going to read American Gods. I have 3 audio copies of American Gods. I have the original, I have the 10th anniversary edition, and then I also have the cast recording of American Gods, all on audiobook, but I've never actually owned a physical copy of American Gods, and I'm very excited to read it and to annotate it. So this is going on the pile. Now we're down to 3, and the question is, how much more do I think I can read in a week? I think I'm also going to read Smoke and Mirrors, which is a short fiction collection, simply because it'll give me the chance to like mix it up. I feel like that's good. And now we've stacked a stack that is fairly impressive. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw one more on. I would like to add one more book as kind of like a just in case. Because I believe that I can read these 2 books in one day. And if I can read these 2 books in one day, that means I have approximately 5 to 6 days to read these 2 books, which seems a little more feasible. So in the possible event that I am able to read, to get through these 4 books, I would like to add one more, which means I am down to 2 books. So I have to now decide between Neverwhere and Anansi Boys. Now, Anansi Boys is by no means a like sequel or supplement to American Gods, even though there are there's an overlap of characters. But how do I describe this book? Okay, Neverwhere is a story that takes place predominantly in a fantastical underground of London. So of course there's the London Underground, but there is an underground London that you don't see. And so a guy is introduced to this underground world because he encounters a young woman who belongs to this world and wishes to, I don't want to spoil too much, but she's trying to solve like a personal family mystery, but also has to return home, basically. And then Anansi Boys is basically, again, it's the story of a young man who is descended from Anansi, or Mr. Nancy from American Gods. So I think I also have multiple copies of Neverwhere. I have the novelization, and then I have the full cast recording of Neverwhere as well. And it's been a long time since I've read it, but I've only read Anansi Boys once. Also on audio, which is narrated by Lenny Henry, and it's very good, and I recommend it. But I think that's it. I think that I'm gonna go with Anansi Boys. So here's the stack. Here are the books that I'm going to read. I plan on definitely for sure reading these 4 books within the course of the week. If I should finish these before week's end, I will also at least attempt to start Anansi Boys as well. So that was actually easier than I expected. I must have known what I wanted to read the entire time. So the majority of the week will be taken up by me reading these books, and also doing what I want, you know? Like I said, I don't really celebrate my birthday quite so much, but I don't know, maybe buy some sweet treats, maybe get myself a little present. Most of the week will be me reading these books. And because I have so much to get on with, I will get started now. And I will check in with you later to let you know how I'm doing on this. So it's Tuesday night, and I had completely forgotten to record anything until just now. And it's not gonna be a very good vlog if I don't have any footage, but here we are. So I've got some good news and some not so great news. The good news is I did in fact read Stardust and The Ocean at the End of the Lane in one day. The not so great news is that it was today and not yesterday. So I still only have 2 to 3 books to read in, 5 days. So I'm still pretty confident about my ability to get those books finished. I will discuss them more tomorrow, of course. I just wanted to get something recorded. So I recorded at least a little something every day. So I read books. I didn't do much else, but I did read, and I will check in again tomorrow. Hello, it is Wednesday, and everything is going great. I had fully intended to spend more time reading today. My plan was to spend a little bit of time editing this morning and then read for most of the afternoon, most of the day. But I woke up with just the worst headache, and I've never, at least I don't think, I've never had a migraine, but this, I have to imagine, is pretty close to it. I occasionally get headaches that are like a combination of sinus pressure and tension and dehydration, and so then I have this like perfect storm of pain that lives in my head for like at least 24 hours. So I basically sat around like staring into space for the better part of like 4 or 5 hours today. And then I took like the hottest shower known to man, and then, had some peppermint tea and then laid down with a little bit of a hot compress on my face. I did, however, make it halfway through Smoke and Mirrors. It is helpful that I have read it before, obviously, and it is my favorite collection of Neil Gaiman short fiction. So, again, that is helpful. Speaking of favorites, Stardust I had read before. The Ocean at the End of the Lane I enjoyed so much. In the rankings in my head that I have of Neil Gaiman's fiction, I think The Ocean at the End of the Lane is now like number 2, which, like I said, American Gods is still my number 1. But I don't know. At this point, I'm fairly confident of my ability to make it through the first 4 books. And at this point, that's pretty much all I want to do. I think the 5 books, especially the longer ones, the longer novels, was pretty ambitious. So I'm feeling pretty good about my progress, despite the setback I had earlier today. My head still hurts, but I'm drinking a bunch of water and, taking ibuprofen and sinus meds, and I'll probably be fine by tomorrow. Tomorrow, by the way, is my birthday. Thursday the 22nd is my birthday, and I will probably do something. My plan was to find a place to go, and have a drink, maybe a bit of an appetizer or something like that. I am no longer sure about that. Today in the Twin Cities, we had a air quality warning due to the wildfires in Alberta, Canada. But I had almost forgotten until I got a reminder email. I really enjoy stand-up comedy because it's great, and I had purchased a ticket to a Zoom stand-up comedy show, and I got an updated Zoom link, which is great because I had, again, completely forgotten that I'd purchased a ticket. So that is definitely a thing that I'm going to do tomorrow. And also, while I was doing my weekly grocery shop, I got a quarter of a cake, so I can also, I'll have something to put a candle in, I guess, tomorrow. And I think that's it. Oh no, I got myself a present. I did buy myself a present, but because why not? Even though I bought it for myself and I know exactly what it is, I don't feel like it would be right to open it and use it until tomorrow. So I'll show you that tomorrow as well. For the rest of the day, honestly, I think I am just going to make something very easy, like something very quick and easy for dinner, and drink more water, and just watch something that is like the comfort food of visual media. Do you know what I'm saying? Find something that I can either rewatch or watch that doesn't require a whole lot of thinking on my part. That would be super nice. So I will let you know what I come up with. I'll let you know how that works. And yeah, I'll check in with you tomorrow, probably, when I am older, right? Yeah. Hello, I am back. It is Thursday. It is officially my birthday. I am officially older. But I did think that now would be appropriate for a proper wrap up. Last night, I ate a prepared salad and an ice cream sandwich, and I watched about like 4 episodes of Criminal Minds. And it was exactly what the doctor ordered. I made it an early night, and I slept well, and I feel much better today. I have gotten a few more stories read from Smoke and Mirrors, which means that I will be able to finish this book by the end of today. And I have the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to read American Gods. So I feel like already I have succeeded. So I'll go ahead and get started on that tomorrow. Though I do have editing to do. There's a whole lot more that I meant to get to today and didn't, because something else came up, which is a development, but not one that I'm prepared to talk about quite yet. While I am reading my book tomorrow, however, I will be enjoying these Godiva birthday cake truffles. As a matter of fact, I would be honored to sample one right now. They look to me, from the picture on the front, they're like a white chocolate with like a birthday cake flavored, or like a birthday, like a white frosting truffle in the center. So I like white chocolate, especially if it's Godiva, so I am sure this is gonna be great. It's white chocolate. Okay, so while I was eating it, I swallowed wrong, and that's completely on me. But the white chocolate is fine. White chocolate tastes like white chocolate tastes. But the center, it would be, first of all, it would be very generous to call it a truffle. It is not a truffle. It's just a filling, which I suppose is supposed to taste like a buttercream frosting. It doesn't. It tastes like wax and sugar, and it has little crunchy sprinkles, so texturally it is wrong, and flavor-wise it doesn't taste like much other than sugar. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I won't eat the rest of these, but maybe the roommate will eat these. And so that was a fun little journey we went on from a birthday. This is definitely going to be more exciting. So remember when I said that I had ordered myself a birthday present, but I wasn't going to open it until today. Again, I know what it is, but it's just more exciting this way. Bear with me. I purchased a lipstick from Chanel, because a lipstick is about all I can afford. I actually bought it because I read about it in a magazine, and in the magazine it said that this Chanel red would instantly, that it was universal and that it would instantly make anybody look more awake and more put together. And I'm like, yes, please purchase. And so I did. And with it, I got 2 free samples. And so I have a mascara base and a little sample of Chanel No. 5, which I have never smelled before. So the journey continues. Oh, damn. That smells good as hell. I now know why people make such a big deal about it. It's a little citrusy and a little fresh and a little musky, like at the same time. It's a very good smell to smell. And the final, which comes in an now I can say officially that I am the owner of a Chanel bag. It says Chanel on it. It's a Chanel bag and it's mine, so technically, right? It is Chanel Rouge Coco. Oh, I get to be like a I got it. And it's Chanel Rouge Coco in 406 Antoinette. Oh no! It got pressed into the lid. What a bummer. So it's got a little flat top. Oh man. Well, you know, it would have worn down. It would have worn down eventually anyway, but I mean, it's still shaped like a lipstick, but my guess is that it happened in transit. I'm not gonna like make a big deal about it. Oh, I didn't even look. Didn't even swatch it. I have to like rub it into my hand because it's all chunky. It is, in fact, a little darker, a little spicier, a little warmer than I thought. My normal, like you care, my normal, like, lipstick, like if I had a signature lipstick, it's Max Chili, which is just kind of like an orangey red. It's a little bright. And so for some reason I was expecting like a color that was a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer, but I mean, I'll check back in with you. I'll let you know if it does what that magazine promised it would, which is to make me look more awake and put together, which, I mean, it doesn't say miracle on it anywhere, so it may not. Who's to say? Sorry about the light, by the way. It is a little overcast and a tiny bit rainy, so the light keeps changing. But that is it for right now. And if anything else comes up, anything else interesting happens, I will let you know. But for now, that's what I've got going on. And if I don't come back later, I will finger guns. What? I will see you tomorrow. Can I mark it up? Mark up the prices by 100%. The planning for me. Hey!
There's front butt.
It's total front butt. That's not front butt. That's front badonkadonk. That's what that is.
Hey, it's Saturday, and I haven't watched any of this footage back yet, but I'm getting the feeling that I have not been telling you what day it is. I mean, I'll put it on the screen, but hopefully this is a thing that I will remember to do going forward. Anyway, it's Saturday. Friday was kind of a wash. I did read, but not a lot. I really didn't seem to have the bandwidth for much of anything. I was sluggish. I didn't really get started until like after lunch, and I edited for like maybe hour and a half, and then I was basically done, like functionally done. Just kind of zoned out for the rest of the day. Dinner was like 8 forkfuls of cake while standing at my kitchen counter, and then the rest of the day is kind of a blank. I got a headache again, and today I'm a little crampy, a little bloated, and starting to make sense now. But despite that, today is much better. I got a much earlier start. I have done a load of laundry. I got more of that editing done, and have been reading American Gods. The main issue that I have, which is not really much of one, is that there is not really much of a margin to speak of. So I've been using tabs and then kind of like creating a brief index to my notes. I'm not really much of a tabber, and that's mostly because when you're using tabs, I feel like they should be categorized or color-coded so that you can reference or organize your notes better, and that type of organization, that level of organization, does not typically occur to me in the moment. I would love to develop a better system of notes and reference, but as of right now, it's not super clear what all of these tabs mean, but I do have them written down, so hopefully I'll be able to know what the hell I'm talking about later. And I was also thinking, I have seen a lot of people listen to an audiobook while simultaneously reading a physical copy of the book, and I think I might do that. I think that might be helpful. Not necessarily for finishing the book faster, because I can definitely read faster than I can listen, but so I can pay closer attention and get more out of it. Like my notes, I will have more notes and they will possibly be more thorough, and possibly also to just kind of like enhance the experience of reading the book. So that is what I am going to do today. I have nothing but time. Unless I am forgetting something, I've got nothing else going on today, and hours to devote to reading. So that is what I'm going to do. I am going to spend most of today reading and listening to American Gods, and I will let you know later how that is going for me. So I have been reading and listening to American Gods, and it is so much better. Like, obviously I would not do this with like every book that I read, but for either more dense or more action-filled books, it's definitely beneficial. I mean, obviously it's a more immersive experience, but for American Gods specifically, there are 2 parts nearer to the end where a lot of things happen at once, and it's much more helpful. Like you absorb more of the details, and it's easier to visualize more action-filled scenes if you have both the audio and you're reading the words at the same time. So I am enjoying it very, very much, and I'm very near the end, so I'm not sure if I'm going to stop and do something else and finish this in the morning, or just keep going. Because I have already stopped, you know, like when you're doing something and you take a break, and then once you've taken the break, it's just kind of instantly downhill and your motivation just completely falls off. Despite the fact that I am enjoying myself, I also kind of feel like I am done. So I think that I will take a break and either read a little bit more after dinner, or just read tomorrow. It's only Saturday, so I feel like if I finish tomorrow, I've still done what I've set out to do. So yeah, so that's it for now. I will check back in with you if I read tomorrow. If I read tonight, I will probably still not check back until tomorrow. So I will see you then. Hello, it is Sunday, and I did it. My birthday week is over. My first vlog is done, and to mark the occasion, I am wearing my Chanel lipstick. So, am I bright? Am I fresh? Do I look together? You tell me. I did not go back to reading last night because you know what, I had completely forgotten that The Sims 4 Cottage Living was released on my birthday. I had completely forgotten, so it was just sitting there, downloaded, ready to play, and so that is what I did last night for several hours. It was very nice. And as you saw, I really did not have a lot left to get through to finish American Gods, so I did that this morning with my coffee. And so I got it finished early and felt a great sense of accomplishment. So here they are. Here are the books that I read. Stardust, which is, in my opinion, just kind of like several fairy tales all rolled into one. The Ocean at the End of the Lane, which is a very short novel about monsters and memory. Smoke and Mirrors, probably the finest collection of short stories on the planet. And American Gods, a fantasy epic which is very close to perfection. So, that's it. What are the takeaways? Well, first, that anything can be a chore if you force yourself to do it. Honestly, I did not expect to get anything out of this other than enjoyment, and that is what I got. But what I realized a couple of things. First, that as much as I enjoy reading, and as much as I enjoy reading Neil Gaiman specifically, reading that much in a relatively short period of time was not only a lot of pressure, but committing to that and also remembering to record myself is even more. So if and when, I probably will, but when I do reading vlogs in the future, it will either be fewer books or there will be no time commitment. And I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was just a little bit much, especially for my first time. So there's that. Also, I learned that I'm not super great at vlogging yet. Well, I'm certainly not going to like carry a camera around because I'm not that coordinated, but I also like very frequently forget that I have a camera with me virtually 24 hours a day, and I can record whatever I want, whenever I want. So the idea of like getting a B-roll or making more updates just never occurs to me. So that is something that I would like to work on in the future as well. What else? That vlogs are also harder because you can't script them. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you could, but like, the videos that I have planned so far have been, if not scripted, at least thoroughly outlined, because nothing is worse than wanting to say something and either not being able to articulate it or like forgetting what you were just talking about. Happens to me all the time. Like, I'll forget what I'm talking about in the middle of a sentence, and it's very frustrating. So the footage for the vlogs is typically longer because then I have to like stumble through what it is that I'm trying to say, and there's like a lot of dead air. So, and I did hope to do just a little bit more stuff. Something Neil Gaiman adjacent or something birthday adjacent. Like, if I hadn't said so, you would have no idea that it was actually supposed to be for my birthday, but another lesson learned. But this is not a critique of the vlog. This is just the vlog. So I think here is where I will wrap it up. If you are still here, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more vlogs, please let me know. Also, if you like this video, please like and subscribe if you would be so kind. And it will get better, I promise. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.